Game goes. The first person to stack 10 cups in 12 seconds wins. 3, 2, 1, action. So I won. Yeah. Nobody has ever beaten me in this game before. Welcome back. This is the second segment of the show, and I'm still here with our guests. And now we're going to be discussing teenage characters and manners. So, what do you think about the topic?
Teenage characters and manners. Well, the topic itself is very broad, teenage characters and manners. Because, let's say now, on my opinion, a lot of teenagers nowadays pick characters from actors, footballers, basketballers, anything. Now, every TV thing they watch, they'll pick a characteristics from that person. For example, there's a friend of mine. He actually doesn't really like football. He kind of dislikes it. But then he started watching football, likes how Messi plays. He now started exhibiting characteristics of somebody that knows that behaves as if he's loved football since he was born. Everything about football. And even to the extent he started affecting his studies, he was so obsessed with football. It was kind of surprising.
Okay. So, why do you think teenage characters and manners is important?
A teenager is supposed to have characters. That way he or she can be distinguished from a crowd. Like if now you see 5 people, all of them almost the same character traits. When whatever this one doesn't like, this one doesn't like, this one doesn't like, this one doesn't like, it's just be boring and dull. Nothing fun. Just dry and so on.
So,
but if every teenager, if this one likes it, this one doesn't like it, this one doesn't like
so
it.
what you're trying to say is, if some of them have good characters, so for you to stand out, you should have a bad character.
No, you should have a better character. I'm not saying that one character is bad. Some characters are worse than others. No, there are some that you can improve. Like let's say now, that my friend that likes football. Instead of him to just focus solely on football, he can also divide it. Like let it be both football, but not like next education. He can focus on football, meanwhile still giving the required attention to schooling. That is a better exhibition of footballing as a character.
No, actually, he can also succeed by following his dreams, which is football. He can become a player and he can earn more money.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying that he should not leave schooling. As in, because even to become a footballer, you need some level of education. Sure.
I don't think so.
Really?
Some footballers are illiterate.
I'm actually shocked right now. I'm seriously shocked. Some footballers are illiterate.
As long as you know how to speak the language, you know how to communicate, you have leadership skills, you know how to mingle in the crowd, and you do your job well, which is to play football.
Oh, okay. So now, let's say, me now I like basketball.
Okay.
So what you're saying now, if I want, I can just focus entirely on basketball. Stop going to school.
I'm not saying you should focus entirely on
I'm not saying that. I did not say you said that. But if I do, I'll still get a good career in basketball.
I'm saying some people have their priorities. Because you have your priority doesn't mean you won't focus on other things.
Yes.
because I focus on something doesn't mean I don't have time for the other things.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
that means there's a way you can mix it. You're saying yes. I agree with you that you say you can mix both of them, right? But maybe he believes that football is more important because football is what his future career lies in, and it's football that he wants to focus on. It's football that he wants to make a living with, and you understand.
Well, as the saying go, the future is not set. So if the footballing now doesn't go well, uncle,
Don't think the worst of every situation.
I'm not saying I'm not thinking the worst, just in case, because it's better to have a backup plan.
And the backup plan is his education.
The education that he neglected. No, I'm asking a question. Is it the education that he neglected that will be the backup plan?
No, I'm saying he mixed it.
He mixed
Football
it.
was his priority.
But that means he not completely leave education. That he still has a good level of education.
Yes.
That's now. His football, if it doesn't go well, he can go back to university if he doesn't like his results. Go back to university or finish a new course because you know that you'll not do so bad. Finish a new course, get a white collar job or a brown collar job, and live life.
So do you believe after his footballer, after the fact that he wanted to become a footballer has not succeeded, he will still have the zeal to study? Because right now, if I ask you now that you succeed without studying, will you agree?
Yes.
All teenagers will agree.
Yes, everyone will, not just teenagers.
Exactly. So that's what he will be thinking when he's focusing on his football. He'll be like, wow. Like I have a brother now that wants to become a footballer. They are already sending him to academies, to different things. But he's also going to school. He even wants to write his WAEC so that if he goes to university, he can. As he's in university, he's doing part-time football, he's training and all these things. So you can mix them in a way that if the football doesn't work out, you can go back to the education.
Okay.
What type of behaviors do you think teenagers should exhibit and characters they should drop?
Behaviors teenagers should exhibit. Let's see. Have you ever seen a Tom Cruise movie?
They will know what Tom Cruise is.
Okay. Have you ever watched a spy movie?
Yes.
You see how in a lot of them, even though the spy's mission is incomplete, but the spies know that that's what he's doing is the right thing to do. That indomitable spirit to continue, even though you know you most likely get into trouble, but you know that if you do it, your conscience will be fine.
Okay.
That indomitable spirit is an example of a good character trait for a teenager to exhibit. Another example of a good character trait is, let's say, like now, you see a friend of yours. You see a friend of yours, he's in trouble. You know you can help him, but helping him, it's not that it will cost you that much, but you won't be in the best place by helping him. You can help him because, one, the person will eventually, if the person becomes successful, the person will help you too. And two, you'll also be getting reward for helping your brother, being your brother's keeper.
Okay.
But for examples of bad character traits, like in this movie, Superfly, the guy he's a drug addict and an arms dealer. Those examples, those are addiction to drugs, all those kinds of going to rave clubs, all those stuff are examples of traits that teenagers should drop if they have, and if they don't, they shouldn't pick.
We have come to the end of this segment. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We have come to the final segment of the show. I'm still here with our guests, And now we are going to play a game called Pick and Tell. And you have to be honest.
Okay.
So this is how the game goes. Our guest here is going to pick 6 papers, and we're going to ask him questions from personality, Islam, and general. Please.
This is. Okay.
Thank you. So section A, personality. I guess here pick number 10. What's your favorite time of the day?
The evening.
Why?
It's cold.
Okay. If you ask me what's my favorite time of the day, I'll say night. Because you can sleep.
Another reason, yes, it's cold and you can sleep. Nobody will disturb you for sleep.
Are you sure?
Yes.
They wake you up for prayer.
That's morning, 5 o'clock morning.
Evening.
Morning.
Maghrib.
Would have prayed Maghrib before you sleep now. Maghrib and Isha before you sleep.
You cannot pray anytime.
I know, I'm not.
Time
I
is
said
decided.
that.
If you say you want to sleep by 6:30, that's time for Salah. And after you go for Salah, are you sure you still want
That
to sleep?
is why.
You still manage to sleep back by 8 o'clock, they wake you up.
That is why I'm saying, before you say you want to sleep, that you enjoy your sleep, pray all of them and then sleep. That one, you know, nobody will disturb you.
Okay. So we're moving to the section B, Islam. So you are going to answer now question number 12. State 3 different times of the day to pray Nawafil.
Nawafil. You can pray Subhi now, Nafila for Subhi.
Nawafil for Subhi, like how?
9 to 5, that's Salat Subhi. I mean, the Rakateni Fajr before Subhi. The Shafi Witri after Isha. And the one after Maghrib. The Nafila after Maghrib. Most people don't pray the Nafila after Maghrib because they think after Maghrib is not long you start Isha. Or at least most people I know don't pray Nafila after Maghrib because they think it's close to Isha.
Okay. So your second question is question number 1. List 10 prophets of Allah that you know.
Prophet Isa, Prophet Musa, Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Adam, Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Yunus,
You shock me.
What happened? Mutually shut up words. Ismail, Yaqub, let's see, Zachariah and Ishaq.
Isa. Name mention Isa. Okay, thank you very much.
I said Yusuf, Yusuf and
Okay.
Yusuf are my first two.
So this is now the last question.
Okay.
Number 15. What are some of the things you think adults, which involve teachers, principals, parents, elders, do wrongly, and why?
One thing I noticed with a lot of teachers, or at least that's what I think, they may tell you, like now, they go on a principle of do as I say, not as I do. You might see a teacher telling you, let's say, let me
Don't forget your teachers will watch this thing.
No problem. Let them watch. Let's see. Let me look for a good example. I can't find the proper example right now, but if I do remember, I'll get.
Do as I say, not as I do. That means he doesn't follow his
He
words.
doesn't follow his own words. He doesn't.
If he asks you to do something, you ask not to do something, then
He does it, but tells you not to do it. And
but there are some things that are accepted for him as an adult that is not accepted for you as a child.
yes, there are those exceptions. But then, if a teacher now tells you not to spend all your time watching TV,
Okay.
and you now live with that your teacher, and then, well, you obey the teacher. After you get home, take your bath, eat small, do your assignments, watch some TV, then go back reading. If your teacher is next door and you hear his, let's say, stereo on, watching movies throughout until the next morning, most likely even disturbing you as you're sleeping, won't you be feeling that, Kai, is this not the man that is telling me not to be watching too much TV?
Yeah.
Now see, he's using his TV to disturb my sleep.
He has his rights as an adult to do that. But you are a child. You still have things to do. You still have exams to write. You still have school. But him, he's done. He's done with his university. Now he can focus on his life. He's free. He can do whatever he wants.
That's a good point. But with teachers, that point is because a teacher also has to still prepare notes, prepare assignments,
And
mark
what if he has
notes, that's what I'm saying. You've been at home throughout. Both of you got home together. Both of you got home together. Your houses are next to each other. You heard him. You know very well that he's watching TV. That he was just watching TV. That he not doing any of those expected work. Any of his expected work. Then, once you are sure, not that you suspect, that's the only time you can actually. That's the only time you will actually. That's when you start feeling like this. You will not take the teacher seriously. The amount of respect you feel for him will reduce.
Another characteristic, another one that I think adopt is this. God, I've lost my train of thought.
Okay. So let's move on to principals, parents, elders. So what do you think they do wrongly and why? You want to chip in? I'll say principals. Some principals are influenced by parents. Like, let's say it is a parent that is very active in the parents association, and then the parents wants favoritism for his child, and so the parents come and talk to the principal. The principal has the ability to influence the teachers and make them do what the parent wants to do. And like that's not supposed to be. All children are supposed to have equal rights. So what do you have to say?
For parents, some parents tend to overpamper their children.
Okay.
Like, there's this boy I knew. His mom was in Ministry of Education, but God was this boy's spoils. And he was spoiled, and worst of all, he wasn't that smart. If he was smart and spoiled, I'll say, okay, the smartness cancels the spoiledness.
Okay.
The boy wasn't even that smart, and he was excessively spoiled. We were both in boarding school. While me, I'll be reading or washing my clothes, you'll see him, because they give him pocket money every week. He'll blow his pocket money on, let's say, in one lunch break, or let's say he feels like he's just a little hungry, and let's say his pocket money, I don't know how much his pocket money is, but let's say it's 1,000 now. I might go and spend 500 naira, a whole lot of it, for just once, and he's not going to get another one for another week. He's not going to get another pocket money for another week.
To me, hostel life is the best way to discipline your kids. And you also say they are over pampering him. Which boarding school do you go to? Is it a private boarding school?
No.
Government?
Yes. Further signs of technical courage.
They are over pampering him.
No, as in when you see him, you will know.
But why do you think his mother sent him to that school?
If it's me, if I should guess why his mother sent him to the school, I'll say it's because he's way too troublesome. Because
Exactly. And she sent him to the school to discipline him.
yes, but if you want to discipline him, that does not mean he finished money that's supposed to last him a week, a month
No,
or so.
you're talking about the child's problem. To the end of today's episode of Teens Drip. I am your host, Advice Remy, and I hope you had a nice time. I really enjoyed the time with you, brother.
Thank you very much. Same here.
So, please subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to watch out for our next episode. Our next guest may be